But you will kill us then. Do you not understand my misgivings?
He says, "You're a coward!"
Oh.
And
That is irrelevant.
the two orcs holding Leo's mother laugh maniacally.
Alright.
Do one of the zip lines go down to them?
Two of them do.
Oh, okay.
Do we have your word? Can we talk about this a little bit before the killing starts?
The head honcho is like, he nods.
Okay.
And he says, "Talk!"
I'm
So
coming down
ceasefire.
now. I
Okay.
zipline down.
Okay, and I follow behind Maurice, assuming that there's going to be some sort of ceasefire until we can talk with Beetle Man.
All right, so everybody zip lines down?
Does the second zip line end up behind them, or just a little off to the right, or?
It does, yeah.
That's true. We should surround them.
Maybe I'll
Mushu.
go
Or
to
we
the
should
other
not be
zip
all over
line
Dildo.
and take that one
Okay.
down.
Okay,
So we're a little spread out,
yeah.
but
So,
within talking distance.
yeah, so the far zip line on the other platform goes down. It's kind of 20 feet away. Well, it's like 40 feet away from the other zip line. And they roughly kind of like, one goes pretty close to where the head honcho fork is, and the other one is a little bit further away.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
can
and
go
we're
down the
gonna-
further away one, and you two can go down the closer one if you want to do that with Leo.
Maurice and myself, and Mushu is kind of behind Beetle
Mushu's
Man.
off to the side,
Off
a
to
little
the
behind,
side.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we all land on the ground.
Pizza.
There's some sort of ceasefire, but I'm assuming there's some tension.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you attacking this town?
Ready to go. So the head honcho, he goes, "Talk!" And he's looking over warily at Mushu. Because you
Because I'm
are
off
clearly
the
trying to
side.
flank him, and he knows that.
All right, I move towards my companions,
Okay.
and I say, "We were brought here under very unusual circumstances. We do not know where we are or what is happening."
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the man with the skull?
Good question.
He says, "You shall be skulls." And he snaps his big whip chain. It makes a metallic clang in the air.
But why? We are not.
Why?
We were brought here against our will. Why are you here?
First off, what is your name? What are you doing
What is
here
your
as
quest, and what is your favorite color?
Right. Who are you? What is your quest?
He says,
What is your favorite color?
"Me, Leftenant Chieftain Bloodscourge Jr, great warrior."
Do that one more time.
Into the microphone, please.
I have to write these down. I have to write down everybody's name, otherwise I'm like, I
That's
have
smart.
no fucking idea.
Lieutenant
So what's his
Chieftain-
name?
I'm
You
looking
can't-
at the name. I can cheat. you
Lieutenant
guys.
Chieftain-
Lieutenant Chieftain Bloodscourge Jr.
Or
Lieutenant
actually, it's
Chieftain
orcs, so it's probably like BLUDSKURJ.
Jr.
Junior. So there's a senior.
So red is your favorite color.
Probably red. That's a good
What?
assumption. Well, if you want me to roll like an intuition check, I can do that, but
So, why are you attacking this town? We are here because you attacked this town, and they asked for somebody to come, and we don't know why, but we came.
Leo rushes over to the figure that's on the ground, and he says, "Sergeant Snuggles!" And he runs up to Sergeant Snuggles, who's a bulldog, and he has a javelin sticking in his stomach. And he's on the ground bleeding out. And he apologizes a lot, several times to Leo. He's like, "I'm so sorry, son. I couldn't defend Cozywood Forest.
Papa?
Who's bleeding? Dad is bleeding?
No,
Sergeant
Snuggles
Snuggles
is bleeding from a javelin wound to the solar plexus.
I think he's in charge of the security of the town.
Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, Snuggles. He's like the chief.
Sergeant
Chief,
Snuggles.
Yes.
He's
He's been stabbed. How did that happen?
Yeah.
No, he was stabbed before we got here.
When you looked out the window, further back, when you looked out the window, he was the figure that was on the ground.
Okay, so
Leo's mother came out later.
I see.
So it looks to you like the Forks had speared and skewered Sergeant Snuggles, and Leo's mother capture spur of the moment within the last few minutes.
Okay, so I run over to Snuggles, and I try to assess if his wounds are fatal or not.
He's losing a lot of red stuff.
Yeah, he's not good. Real bad.
Alright.
Is anyone proficient in medicine?
Not even a little bit. I am actually -1 to medicine for me.
Medicine.
You're a shitty doctor.
I'm a 0.
Medicine, let's see.
we
Mushu
can try.
0, Justira +4.
Yeah, you're the best
Are you?
one.
Oh yeah, +4.
Okay, so I try to heal Sergeant Snuggles. I love this town. Everyone's like, Sergeant Snuggles. Master Twiggles.
I think they're slavers.
God, seriously, what if it's like Happy Tree Friends where it looks all happy and they're like, oh, we just have a couple slaves, you know? Anyway, I run over to Snuggles.
Okay.
Regardless, even if he is a bad person, we need information from him. So I go over and I try to heal his wound.
All right. So you can roll a d20 and add your medicine modifier to see if you can help out Sergeant Snuggles.
I roll a 15 plus a 5, so that'd be... Oh, wait, no, plus a 4, so 19. Great.
Nice. So you deftly, you're ready with your, whatever fabric that you have. If you have a bandage or if you have something ready, you kind of concoct a little bandage for him, and you like, boop, pop that javelin out, bandage him up real quick, stabilize him. He says ow as you remove the javelin from him.
I say, suck it up, Buttercup. You're right.
Oh, no.
The chieftain is going to say, now! And the two Forks release Leo's mother, and one springs towards Maurice, and the other springs towards Mushu. And the chieftain will go after. So a Fork goes after Mushu, another for Justira, and then the head honcho against Maurice.
Alright, how far away is he from me?
And now all the Forks are attacking.
All the Forks are attacking, and they're gonna make surprise attacks against each of you.
So, can I attack first?
Nope.
Can I...
So who is attacking first then?
So that'll go after you.
What is that? What number
That
was
is
that?
a great axe attack. Oh, well, that
So
only
it was
does
a 1. I think I could beat that.
4 damage to you.
What? I don't even get to roll?
Nope.
A 1 gave me 4 damage.
Surprise attacks. Oh, that's a critical against Justira.
What
What?
happened?
You got hit with a critical. He's dealing damage right now.
So 12 damage coming at Justira.
Hold on.
A fork with his great axe.
I have something for that.
How did that? I'm down to 1 hit point, so I think I
Uh-oh.
I can do a distracting strike. Can I do that?
Yeah, maybe. Although I've used my
On
2
your turn.
slots for spells, so it's not my turn.
And
yet.
then for this chieftain is gonna throw out his chain at you, and he succeeds on his roll, and he's gonna whip his chain around you
Oh boy.
for 10 damage.
For 10 damage?
Yeah.
I have a technical question.
Yep.
So if I run out of hit points in this, do I actually die?
You lay on the ground and you have to stabilize.
Okay. That would suck if I die in the first daily campaign. No one's like,
I was still wondering the same
sorry,
thing.
never-
Because mine are starting to go up.
All right. So they've made their sneak attacks on you.
Do I get any saving throw to that, wrapping up of me?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually make a acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an acrobatics.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a critical miss. It just says shit.
All right, so that wraps around one of your arms. And really, it doesn't do much. It wraps around one of your arms, so now
It
you
did 10 damage. That's a
can't
lot.
get away. But that's it. You're not prone or anything like that. All right, so now you can all roll initiative.
Well, shit.
All right.
So I roll a d20 add.
In the middle at the top, it says your initiative.
Oh, okay. So I get a 7 total.
All right.
That doesn't seem good.
She got 14.
All right. Well, they already did their surprise attack, so Maurice goes first.
I only rolled a 12.
Save me,
Oh,
Maurice.
sorry, Mushu goes first. What are you gonna do?
How alive are you guys? What's your
I
points?
have 7 hit points left.
And you have 1? Okay. I'm gonna do a goading attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you until the end of your next turn. I'm gonna save you guys.
Where is it?
This.
Oh, okay.
Can you do that?
What
So
does
you have
that-
to make a weapon attack. So which one do you want to attack?
I'm gonna attack the one attacking me. Or should I attack the one attacking
Yeah,
Justira?
Dear.
probably.
Okay.
I would recommend
So
it.
what does that mean in common?
What?
So
What
Sarah's
does that
Sarah's gonna try and save your ass by making an attack against the fork that's after you and goading him to attack her instead.
Aw, thanks, Mushu.
You're welcome.
I don't even know you that well. Interesting.
You're about to die. I gotta save you. Alright.
Actually, I have another technical question. If I'm good at medicine, can I use that on myself?
Not in combat, usually.
Oh, okay.
Well, Colin may rule differently. He gets to make the rules.
Yeah, I don't know if you have a healing. Sometimes you guys carry healing potions on you, and you can use those during your turn.
I don't think we... Well, I don't think I was given any in my adventurer's kit. I've got
Don't worry about it.
Not gonna kill me off on the first day.
All right, so you can make an attack roll against that fork.
11 plus
Mushu.
what?
Your character sheet. So under scimitar, plus 5.
16.
Yeah, so that'll hit him. So then you read up on this guy. Spend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
D8.
D8. Find a D8 and roll it. Oh, it's a 1. But you still have to roll your damage. So your scimitar, is that a d6?
Yeah.
So roll a d6.
Oh my god. It's another 1
Oh
trip.
my god.
Only once. Ah.
Colin definitely gave you the wrong dice.
I know. Send me some new ones.
I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So, 2. Oh, plus you have the damage. So next to your
16.
scimitar. So your first attack is going to do 3, 4, 5 damage to him. That's your attempt to hit him. And then he has to do a roll a thingy.
Wisdom saving
throw. Yeah, that's 0. Yep, he failed. So he has disadvantage. Disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you. And then you can roll another attack roll, too, with your other scimitar.
Oh, okay.
So roll this guy again. That's a 1.
On a roll here. It's 3 ones in a row.
That's a big miss. That's a wild scimitar. But he...
Terrible fighter.
You have goaded him. So that was a success. So those 2 are pretty much focused on you now. And then Leo's mother is going to say catch and throw a bottle at Justira.
I catch it.
All right.
And then I look at the bottle and see if there's some sort of label.
It's red in color, and it has a big heart. Has a big symbol of a heart on it. You can also see that she has like a belt that's full of bottles.
Okay.
So I assume it gives me some health,
Mm-hmm.
and I blindly trust her, and I drink the potion bottle.
Yeah, so you can roll 2 d6s.
Oh wow, I get to roll something other than a d20.
And then Maurice is up.
I'm gonna try to shuffle this thing off my arm, and if I'm successful, I'm gonna launch myself at the chieftain with my 2 daggers.
Arr. Oh shit. So what were your 2 d6s, Liv?
I rolled a total of 7.
Cool. So those are your returned hit points. So you can go up by 7.
Yeah.
Such
We're not on the
joy.
brink of death. We have 8 out of 20 hit points.
There you go.
A little more brave.
And then you're making an attack roll against...
Well, I've still got the thing wrapped up on my arm, so I have to try to get that off. And then if I'm successful, I'm going to launch myself with the 2 daggers straight at what's-his-nuts.
Yeah,
Lord
so...
Jr.
You can do a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Roll that d20.
I got an 11.
All right. And then go ahead and roll another d20 for your attack.
Do I roll 1 for each dagger? Since I've got 2 out?
Yes. Yeah.
So the first one is 11, and the second one is 12. Yay.
Well, you managed to twirl yourself out of the grasp of the chain and launch yourself towards the chieftain, but your daggers kind of miss
they
him.
Floppy again.
They go floppy again and droop. Skitter past his hide armor as you somersault around him. You can make another acrobatics check if you want to figure out how you deal with missing him.
Yeah. Well,
you could, if you want, you could end up like on top of his beetle mount or behind him, or
try to get behind him on his mount since I missed that.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, that's a 24.
Oh shit! All right, you go wherever you want.
Yeah. As I realize I'm gonna miss with my daggers, I instead grab his shoulder and launch myself behind him, twirling in midair so that I'm saddled right behind him with the daggers poking him in the ribs, ready to stab.
There you go.
Ow.
He is quite surprised at that maneuver. So you... I will award you inspiration. So inspiration is basically... I think you can mark it on your character sheet if you want to.
Yep. It gets a little sunrise.
Yeah, you get a re-roll one time at any time. And you can also give that inspiration to someone else, and they can do a re-roll if you want. Depending on what he does, you might have advantage on your next turn. If you're ready to go with your daggers behind him, you're not going to miss on your next attack, assuming he can't figure himself out on his turn. All right, so then we're back to Justira.
Get intimate with your kidneys.
Go for the spleen.
Ooh, yes, the spleen is a good target too.
One on the spleen.
All right, Justira, what's your
right with the kidney? You can go up through the kidney into the spleen.
Spleen.
And up through the other kidney into the liver.
A double.
My God.
4 organs for the price of 2.
If only had another hand, you could do the ribs and the spinal cord. Oh my gosh.
So many options.
Anyway, we still don't really know what's going on or who we should.
We're in combat right now.
I think we're about to save ourselves.
Yeah.
So
Because
there is one fork in your face, but he is more concerned with Mushu at the moment. And then sort of like 15, 20 feet away is the beetle and the Bloodscourge Jr. And Maurice right behind him on his beetle.
I do cast the acid splash spell on the fork that's directly in front of Mushu.
All right.
Is that a cone or is that an area effect?
I think it's individual.
What? It's a spell, is what it says. I don't know. I know it's a cantrip.
Yeah, but I mean, if it says like in a cone 15 feet in front of you, you might be able to hit both of them.
Yeah, it says 1 or 2 creatures you can see within range. If there's 2 of them, they have to be within 5 feet of one another, which they are. They have to succeed on dexterity saving throws or take 1d6 acid damage. So, time for me to roll there.
So I cast that spell to both of them.
Yeah.
Both of the forks.
Alright, so saving throw. So, under your spells, it should give you the DC.
That's what, hold on. Or acid splash. The DC, you mean the damage?
Oh yeah, save DC is 10.
Is it 10 plus her spell modifier or just 10?
I think it's just 10 because that's what it says on her character sheet.
Yeah, sorry for the table talk. Just trying to.
No, it's great.
Trying to help her out.
I have no idea. A little gadget acid splash.
All right, so one guy fails, second guy fails. So you roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
Oh man, a 2.
Oh, I think you can.
I don't know if I can use this or not, but I do have a bonus action.
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
Let's see what your bonus action. You can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots.
Sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points.
Oh, I see.
Probably wouldn't be helpful. Saying a incantation, not a spell, right?
Yeah. So you've already used your spell action this turn. So the other thing you could do this turn is move. Let me give these orcs 2 damage. You lob your glob of acid and it splashes on both of them. They didn't like that. They're very upset. Quit peeking over here. You keep picking at all the stats.
There's a big one coming.
That's what they said.
Tuck and roll out of the way.
Okay. Why don't you roll a d20?
My tuck and roll?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh man, 5.
Whoops. So you tuck and roll, slip and...
Do I add anything to it, like a dexterity or like...
So on your character sheet, under acrobatics, whatever it says, it might say 0 or it might say plus something.
So that'd be a 6.
Solid 6. All right, so you tuck and roll away. Normally, if you succeeded on it, you would be able to run like 20 feet or something if you wanted to get away. But in this case, you kind of fumble over and do your tuck and roll, but you kind of only make it like 7 feet away.
In future scenarios, I should just run.
Probably.
Okay. No.
If you want to retcon it, you can just run.
Okay.
We can pretend it didn't happen.
Rock and roll when it's effective is way cooler.
It is way
Than
cooler.
running. So,
You can roll again if you want. I'll give you advantage on your tuck and roll.
No, it's okay. I don't deserve it.
Let's see. So, back to the orcs. The orc chieftain is going to lift up his hands and say, "Stop!" So the chieftain fork feels the daggers in his back, and he yells "Stop!" to all of the rest of his fork gang. So the other forks are gonna, Maurice, you can decide what happens next.
We get to question him.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask him, I'm going to apply a little pressure to Tickler, which is in the right, and Poker's in the left. I'm going to just tickle him a little
Is that the
bit.
name of yours?
What was it? Tickler, and what's the other one?
Poker.
Mhm.
I'm going to go. I asked you earlier why you attacked the town. Please explain.
He says, "Take the town. Blood. Blood for blood."
Blood for blood. What blood have they shed of yours?
He says, "The camps."
What camps?
Leo's mother interjects, and she says the fort camps that are outside of town, down below Cozywood, are the fort camps where fort prisoners of war are being kept.
So we're at war here.
Fort prisoners of war are being kept at Cozywood.
In the fort camps.
Ah.
She does it.
Not thickened.
She doesn't call them fort camps though. She calls them fork training centers.
Oh.
Fork educational facilities.
That's more alarming.
And I look over at Leo's mom and say, what do they learn at these education facilities?
She says, "I have no idea. I don't know why they would attack. Live better lives there than they've ever lived elsewhere."
Do you send the forks back after they're educated? Do they get to go home?
She says she's never been there. She
How do you-
just knows that there are Cozywood Forest people are, hired to work in the re-education facilities. But they're miles away.
Does the mayor know about these?
And then when you ask her that,
Maybe we should go to this
She
fork
says,
training center.
she says, "Oh, Lord Master Twiggles, greatest leader in the history of Cozywood Forest, all-around great guy, Deal Master Supreme, the most generous feeder of all."
Yes, him.
She points, and you can tell that she's pointing at a sign that says, "Make Cozywood Forest great again."
Oh, great.
Oh my gosh.
I see where this is going.
Oh
I asked-
Lord.
It's a big banner that's underneath the meadery that you couldn't see when you were up in the meadery.
Oh. All right. Time to free some forks.
I asked, do these forks sign up voluntarily for these re-education programs, or do you force them to go to these re-education programs?
She says she has no idea.
We asked the chieftain. We look at the chieftain.
The
Yeah,
chieftain?
the chieftain.
Yeah.
He says, "Let us go, and we'll never bother Cozywood Forest again."
It sounds like Cozywood Forest has bothered you.
Yeah.
So,
We are starting to understand the picture.
yeah.
While this is going on, I put my daggers away and start to rifle through his pockets while he's talking.
All right, roll your d20 and add your sleight of hand.
Ooh, 24.
Wow.
All right, you get another scroll,
Ooh.
much like the last one, but this one is written in a code. So it's a bunch of gibberish when you look at it. And he also has he has 3 gold on him
9 sickles in the dung.
3 silver and 3 copper.
3 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper.
Mm-hmm.
I leave him one of each,
Okay.
but I pocket the rest.
Gosh. Maurice. Sticky fingers.
He's gonna turn, and he's gonna try and punch you in the head.
I duck.
You're gonna duck? Let's see what he does for his attack roll. Oh, he rolls a 20! Alright, so he's gonna hit you. And he does 4 damage.
Fair.
Idiot.
I pull out my dagger again.
I don't know what to do.
I feel like we should all, Leo and Leo's mom, everyone, go in search of these education facilities with the mindset of, clearing the air, making sure everything's legit, and freeing anyone who's being held against their will.
Alright, so
the orks are gonna let us just wander off though after Maurice just robbed their leader.
Yeah, I think they should come with us.
There's another horn blast, and 2 forks are zipping down on zip lines toward the far side of the lake. And after the horn blast, 2 of the forks that are closest to Justira and Mushu are going to turn tail and run. And the chieftain is going to snap the reins on his beetle. You can decide.
Backflip off as a dismount.
All right. Roll that d20. Add your acrobatics.
Are you
17.
very acrobatic?
Nice. So you deftly backflip off of the off of the beetle. The beetle then bucks, and the chieftain kind of falls backward, but manages to hold on just barely to the beetle. His chain that he was holding flies out of his hand, and then his beetle takes off and manages to actually run across water of the lake. And the chieftain's looking backward, and he goes, "No, Painchain!" as his beetle takes off.
Great.
Should I know that as a reference?
No.
Okay.
But now you know that the chain he was holding he calls Painchain.
Well, I of course pick up the chain and inspect it.
Okay. So the forks are hightailing it. Justira and Mushu, you can take attacks of opportunity if you want. Because these forks aren't disengaging, they are trying to double dash. So if you would like to attack them, you can, or you can choose not to. It's your choice.
I feel like we should not.
Okay.
But there's other forks coming towards us.
No, they are all moving away. So there's
Oh.
they're all hightailing it on the far side of the lake.
Even the zipline forks.
Yeah, so the zipline ones, they took the zip lines that go over the lake to the far side.
They're retreating.
I see.
I look over at Leo's mom and I hold out my hand expectantly.
So when you pick up Painchain, you sense an evil presence.
Alright, I coil it up and put it in my bag.
And it glows. So when you touch it, it glows red. And then when you put it away, it ceases to glow. And you kind of feel, feel a subtle bloodlust when you touched it with your bare skin.
I don't understand this feeling.
Emotions? What are those?
I run over to Maurice. I'm like, hold on. Let me see that thing before you put it away. And I also try to inspect it with my past knowledge of history and investigation.
All right. So, Maurice, are you gonna hand it to her?
Sure.
All right. So he
I'll hand it over.
hands Painchain over to you. You can roll a d20. to investigate it.
Apparently I'm all-knowing and I'm very knowledgeable in history and things, so I might be able to shed some light. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Hello, 1.
It's a chain, and it's pokey.
The chain.
So you got a 6.
Like red.
You do see that there are runes. So the Painchain is sort of like, it has this big haft to it. And then that has this chain that kind of curls out. And there's a button on the handle that allows the chain to get all floppy. And then when you release the button, it kind of comes back together. And then it has a bunch of runes written up the side. And the chain itself isn't just normal metal chains. They're black and charred, and they have a bunch of spikes all over them.
Oh, no wonder that hurt so much.
Leo's mother, she says, "My name is Flutter. Thank you for asking." And she hands you a potion that's much like the one she threw to Justira.
Without making eye contact, I take it and drink the potion.
All right.
I have.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to regain happiness to 1d10 plus your fighter level. So 3 plus a d10.
Come on.
High rolls. 7.
7.
You can regain 7 hit points.
After interacting
that was
with
not
all
me.
of these orcs and these other common people of this town, is there something that physically distinguishes orcs from people of this town?
Yeah, so all of the townspeople that you've seen so far are animal creatures that are kind of bipedal, you know, so they walk around and talk and seem normal.
Like Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm. And then the forks are pretty clearly, you know what orcs look like, and these look like orcs. The unusual thing is that they have white skin or, pale skin. So they're not, surprisingly, they're not green, in other words. So these are white-skinned orcs, which you've never seen before. You also haven't seen or heard of orcs riding beetles or carrying pain chains. And when you're in this clearing, you get a better sense of where you are. And so you can see that there are trees everywhere, and they're huge. But the forest floor that you're on is kind of all a bunch of moss and everything, and it's not like there's sort of normal dirt and rock and what have you. Pretty much everything you see around you is moss or bark or trees, and the leaves of all the trees are various shades of yellow. And then
How many suns are in the sky?
How many suns are in the sky? You can't tell because the leaves are everywhere. So essentially you can actually, there's up in front of you on the far side of the lake, there is a spiral going all the way up one of the tallest trees. And unlike all the other trees, all of the branches have been cut. And you can see a huge platform up at the very top. Otherwise, all the trees have huge branches with moss hanging off of them, and there's a bunch of growths on all of these trees around you that have bioluminescent qualities to them. And pretty much everything is kind of a shade of yellow or orange or somewhere in between.
Is this the same plane of existence we came from?
So I asked Flutter, Theo's mom, what are these bioluminescent things on the tree?
She says those are streetlights. Don't you know about streetlights? You ever seen streetlights before?
Apparently not. So then I ask, okay, well, what is that tree over there that doesn't have any branches? That really tall platform?
She tells you that that's the sky platform. The sky platform was newly built thanks to the work of Lord Master Twiggles. And the sky platform allows for sky ships to dock and carry tourists and goods and provide all
It's a
the wonderful
creature.
things to make Cozywood Forest great again.
Then I asked who physically built all the platforms and the zip lines. Was it the people of Cozyville? Cozytown?
Cozywood.
Cozywood. The people
Yeah.
of Cozywood, or was it the Forks?
She says that it was a combination of, it was a bunch of Cozywood residents, but also local workers. And there's a town, there's a close-ish town several miles away from Cozywood that has mostly humans that live there. And the humans are carpenters and provide a lot of the
So they're humans. Then.
technical
Humans.
work that you kind of need to make skydock platforms. She also makes reference to regulations of the SkyCon triumvirate.
What?
Yes, do explain.
She says that in order to build a skydock, you have to get a license and permits.
Oh,
The
perfect.
Sky Dock. What?
Number.
Oh, for the SkyCon triumvirate.
Okay, I'm good with stopping here. We have a lot of questions. Not
And no
sure
answers.
which-
You bastard.
Yeah, I'm very good at shielding the answers.
Although any town that says make Cozywood great again, a little full.
Huge
I feel like
skepticism.
maybe we defending the Forks more than the cute animals of Cozywood, but
I don't know.
No.
I still don't get the sense that forks are good. It's just, if there's bad, slavery is still bad. So I think maybe we should just kill them all and start over.
I think so too. Just send in a big old flood or something, just wipe them all out.
I prefer fireballs, personally.
It's true. I've got some acid and poison.
I've got a candle and some oil in a flask.
A rest or something to recover our stuff.
Flutter says that there is that no one's staying in the inn right now, and you're welcome to use that. Yeah, that's open for an option for you.
Maybe our lost companions will find us.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Point.
Sounds good.
We go into the inn. We graciously accept our offer.
Yeah,
I go to
there's a
bed.
number of little huts on the lake, and on the lake there's also several pedal boats to pedal boat around in. So in order to get to you can each grab a little pedal boat to pedal boat over to a little cabana of your choice on the lake, and there are rooms made up for you, ready to sleep in.
Oh, nice.
There's a bunk bedroom, and there's a couple private, honeymoon suites, and
That won't be necessary.
so you can all sleep in the same bunk room, or you can get your own.
I need a big bed.
Oh,
There's a
long bed.
there's a little bar cabana set up, but no one's there, so there's nowhere to check in. You can just grab a key from behind.
and do I reset maximum hit points during this
Yep.
rest?
Yep. Yeah, so you recover all of your spell slots and go back to full health. Sergeant Snuggles, with his holding his wound, kind of has taken his time to get around the entire lake and come over and says, "I'll stand watch. Don't worry.
All right.
There's forks out, you know."
What's that worth? I sleep with one eye open all night, and I probably don't get that much rest. Although I think
No, we're
Just
good.
in case.
We've got what's his face standing guard. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, make Cozywood great again, people. That's good.
Sergeant Snuggles.
Yeah, right.
He's the
You might come and try and snuggle.
town militia.
Could be bad.
They might snuggle. Yeah, right.
Unwanted snuggling. Mr. Snuggles.
Look out.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
This is fun. Good job, Colin.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, thanks, Colin.
I can't help but think that you've ironically named this town cute and fuzzy things, but secretly they're like demonic beings.
Oh yeah, this is definitely
Yeah.
a happy three-friend scenario.
Where would you get that idea
Oh,
from?
man.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I've known while. And also what we've discovered already, so.
Yeah.